What's up? My name is Ken Dumbo, the MC with the sauce. Don't forget to subscribe to J. Cool.
Fellow citizens, as some of you may have been aware, we were scheduled to hold a Tonse Alliance Council of Leaders meeting this morning at Palm Valley Resort. And everybody basically came for that meeting. As we were waiting to form the quorum, we decided to do a holding room at my residence where the members of the Council of Leaders were requested to share a cup of tea with myself. And we were there for a couple of minutes when, unfortunately, some unknown individuals decided to barge into the residence and cause confusion. The meeting then had to be adjourned due to that disturbance. Some of the claims that were made by some of the individuals that came in was that the meeting should not have been held at my residence, despite our clarifications to them that the meeting was actually going to be held at the lodge where even the media were already camped. Our colleagues decided to be uncompromising, and they proceeded to disrupt the meeting, which was extremely regrettable. And subsequent to that, we decided to reconvene, as we have done, because the business that we needed to discuss as an alliance was critical business. It is critical business. It is something that is time sensitive. As you may be aware, we are just less than 10 months before the 2026 general election, and we don't have a candidate, and we don't have much certainty within the alliance. So we needed to meet and draw up the roadmap in terms of how we are going to conduct the business of the alliance in the coming few months, and also to address one of the critical issues that has been pending for a number of months now, which is the issue of the unveiling of the Tonse Alliance Council of Leaders members who were appointed by the late Tonse Alliance chairman, who is also 60th Republican president, His Excellency Dr. Edgar Chagwa Lungu. Dr. Lungu unveiled a list of approved individuals that were to be unveiled, and it was scheduled that the unveiling would be done within the month of June itself, when the untimely demise happened. So we were compelled, and we have decided to ensure that the legacy of Dr. Edgar Chagwa Lungu is respected and it is supported. And one step of ensuring that was to ensure that the list that he appointed to the Council of Leaders is unveiled so that those new members can begin to attend meetings of the Council of Leaders of the Tonse Alliance going forward. We believe that having a full quorum, a full number, as per establishment in the Constitution, will help us to make progress as an alliance. So at this point, perhaps I'll give chance to Dr. Chris Zumanzimba so that he can unveil that list which Dr. Edgar Chagwa Lungu appointed to the Tonse Alliance Council of Leaders. Dr. Zumani, please.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So much and the fundamental issues have already been raised by President John Tembo. This list is an expanded list of the Council of Leaders of the Tonse Alliance, which was worked through during the period of January to the month of March 2023. His Excellency, 2025, sorry. His Excellency Wallace in South Africa, he did dedicate a lot of time through my office to contact all the council leaders and to engage them to find out the specific roles he thought they would play in the Council of Leaders. And he did assign titles and responsibility to each person. Above all, he did go beyond that because it is the expanded Council of Leaders to identify a number of PF members of Parliament, a number of PF members of Central Committee, as well as some of the PF Council chairpersons and other PF supporters or stakeholders to integrate them into the expanded Council of Leaders of the Tonse Alliance. And of course, the acting president of the PF, Honorable Given Luvinda, is aware about this list because on 3rd March 2025, His Excellency did assign me and he did physically send me to go and meet him at his residence to discuss this list in detail so that the acting president could also input. I would like to confirm that Honorable Luvinda, I met him for almost for some hours and he had an input. After the death of His Excellency, of course, I also went back to engage him that we needed to go back to the list which His Excellency approved because he was now the acting person. Last month, I had a detailed meeting at his residence once more to try to plan together and strategize on how best we could move the alliance together within the framework of the legacy and the vision of ECL. Today, suffice to mention that the meeting which was disrupted in the morning, this afternoon, we reconvened, and of course, this is the list I would like to unveil. It's a detailed list because it's divided into two parts. The expanded Council of Leaders of the Tonse Alliance is divided into two parts. The first part is the Politburo Cabinet. It has got 26 members. So the Politburo Cabinet is the highest organ or decision-making organ within the Council of Leaders, but it has got a small number of 26 members. The second part B, it is the Tonse Alliance Council of Leaders main structure or main body. This one, it has got 68 members. So discover that His Excellency wanted as many people as possible to participate in the Council of Leaders, from the PF members of Parliament, PF members of Central Committee, as well as other organizations and members of the Tonse Alliance. So this list, ladies and gentlemen, has got specific names of individuals, which I'm going to unveil to you. You'll be able to read for yourselves, indicating their names as well as their position or title they should be playing in the Council of Leaders. And as President Tembo has indicated, even if the meeting was disrupted today, we pray and hope that this list, once we share it, those who are here must take it that they have been invited to the Council of Leaders by His Excellency, and indeed that the meeting of the Council of Leaders that will be called, please, you are welcome to attend because you'll be validating as well as defending the vision and the legacy of His Excellency. So I think due to time, I'll just give it to you members of the press. You'll be able to share it in terms of the names because it's a longer list. I think I'll end here.
Okay. Maybe we could list the people in the Politburo.
Okay, that is fine.
And then we could leave the expanded list for
okay.
sharing. Yes.
So for the members of the Politburo with the 26, number one is that of course, it was His Excellency, the late himself, Dr. Edgar Chagwarungu, who was our chairman as well as the 2026 presidential candidate. So this position now lies vacant. Number two is the first vice chairman. The first vice chairman is Apostle Dan Pule, who is the CTB president. Number three is the second vice chairman. The second vice chairman is Honorable Given Luwina, the PF acting president. Number four is the spokesperson and chairman of disciplinary committee, that is Mr. President Sean Tembo of PAPE. Number five is the chairman mobilization, is Mr. Kelvin B. Fuwe, the one seated next to me, who is the ZMP president. Number six is parliamentary affairs chairman, Honorable Brian Mundubi, the leader of PF MPs and of course PF MCC. Number seven is chairman of Tonse Secretary Generals, Honorable Rafa Onakachinda, PFSG. I'll read number 7 again for clarity and emphasis sake. His Excellency did guide that the Tonse Constitution already provide for the national coordinator to run the secretariat. Therefore, the role or the title of the SG must be called Chairman of Tonse Secretary Generals, and that is the title and the role of Honorable Rafael Nakachinda. Number 8 is Chairman Legal Affairs, that is Honorable George Kisanga, MP, PF. Number 9 is Chairman Research, Policy and Strategy, Honorable Chifumu Banda, who is the acting FDD president. Number 10 is Chairman Elections and Campaigns, that is Honorable Remember Mutare, PF, MP, and MCC. Number 11, is Chair Lady Finance and Treasurer, that is Mrs. Michelle K. Piri, PF, MCC. Number 12 is Chairman for Defense and Security Affairs, that is Honorable Stephen Kampiongo, PF, MP. Number 13 is Chairman for Chiefs and Traditional Affairs, that is Mr. Peter Sinkamba, Green Party President. Number 11 is Women National Chair Lady. Sorry, 14, yes, number 14, correct. Number 14 is Women National Chair Lady, that is Honorable Mumbi Piri, PF, MCC. Number 15 is Youth National Chairperson, that is Celestine Mukandila, PF, MCC. Number 16 is Chairman for Marketeers and Street Vendors, Reverend Peter Chanda, NCP President. Number 17 is Politburo Trustee, that is Mr. Nason Musoni, APC President. Number 18 is Politburo Trustee, also, that is Honorable Davis Simwila, PF, MCC. Number 19 is Politburo Cabinet Trustee, Honorable Lucas Simumba, PF, MP. Number 20 is Politburo Cabinet Trustee, that is Dr. Canisius Banda, PF, MCC. Number 21 is Politburo Cabinet Trustee, Honorable Lucky Mulusa, renowned citizen and politician. Number 22 is Politburo Cabinet Trustee, Honorable Molin Mabonga, PF, former member of Parliament. Number 23 is Politburo Cabinet Trustee, Honorable Mutotwe Kafwaya, PF, MP, and MCC. Number 24, we have Politburo Cabinet Trustee, Reverend Godfrida Sumaili, PF, MCC. Number 25 is Politburo Cabinet Trustee, Mr. Bernard Chomba, PF, Senior Member or Leader. And number 25 is, of course, the National Coordinator, myself, and lead consultant, Dr. Chris Sumanzimba. So this is the Politburo Cabinet of the Tonse Alliance, which His Excellency appointed before he died. And as I said, even Honorable Lubinda is aware about this. The expanded list consisting of these, the 68, I will not go through it, but we'll share it with you, the members of the media, so that you are able to circulate and people are aware. So, in short, both the Politburo and the main body put together consist the expanded Tonse Alliance Council of Leaders, which His Excellency worked hard before he died to identify and put in place and approve. I therefore leave it before the table in honor of His Excellency Dr. Edgar Chagwalungu, and hope that this team will pick it up to build Tonse, defend Tonse, and secure victory in 2026 in honor of our late chairman, president, and father. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Zumani. So in terms of how we are going to proceed going forward, the Secretariat is going to write officially to each of these individuals that were appointed by His Excellency, the late 60th Republican President, so that they can be invited to the Tonse Alliance Council of Leaders. And in order to ensure that we address the business of the Alliance in a smooth manner, in the quickest possible time, we have decided to convene another meeting of the Tonse Alliance Council of Leaders, where the individuals listed earlier who were appointed by the late 60th Republican President are going to be expected to attend after we have written to them to formally communicate their appointments to the Tonse Alliance Council of Leaders. if you allow me, I wish to emphasize that we have only one objective as Tonse Alliance, and that objective is to ensure that we make progress, that we make ourselves ready for next year's general elections, that we identify and select a candidate for next year's elections in good time so that we don't have to panic at the last minute. Because any delays in conducting the business of the Tonse Alliance can only benefit our political opponents, who are the United Party for National Development. Therefore, we will not allow ourselves to be delayed in ensuring that we execute the mandate of the Tonse Alliance. We make ourselves ready with whoever candidate is going to be elected at the General Congress, and we prepare ourselves to ensure that we field appropriate candidates, candidates with the right caliber at all levels, parliamentary, local government, mayors, council chairpersons, and the ability to field proper candidates depends on time and the ability to be thorough in selecting those applicants. If we do this process in a hurry, there is no way we are going to have credible and high quality candidates. So as Tonse Alliance, it is in our best interest to ensure that we move with speed, to ensure that the business of the Alliance is conducted. So like I said earlier, the meeting resolved that the next Council of Leaders meeting of the Tonse Alliance shall be held on Tuesday next week at a time and at a venue that will be communicated in due course. And the individuals that have been appointed who are on this list that was approved by our late Tonse Alliance chairperson, they are going to be communicated to, but even before we formally write to them, they need to begin to prepare to attend the Tuesday meeting. We are going to advise them of the venue for that meeting, and we are going to advise them of the time. I think that's my submission. Does anybody like to add anything? Mr. Ngwida? Do you wish to add anything? President Putin? Honorable? Very clear. Honorable? Yes, so ladies and gentlemen, fellow citizens, thank you so much for having tuned in and allowed us to provide the feedback of the outcome of today's meeting. Perhaps before I close, I wish to mention that the initial agenda of today's meeting included, of course, the unveiling of this list of additional appointments to the Council of Leaders of the Tonse Alliance. But in addition to that, we had intended to also draw up a roadmap to the holding of a General Congress of the Tonse Alliance. And the business that is designed to be conducted at that General Congress is, number one, to elect a Tonse Alliance chairman and 2026 presidential candidate. That is number one business. Number two business that is to be conducted at that General Congress is to elect, the special purpose vehicle that the Tonse Alliance is going to use in the 2026 general elections. So those are the two critical aspects of the business. In addition to the roadmap that we were supposed to draw today for the holding of the General Congress of the Tonse Alliance, we also intended on our agenda to draw a roadmap to the holding of a convention of that special purpose vehicle that is going to be selected at the General Congress. So whoever is going to be willing to offer their political party to be used as a special purpose vehicle, and that special purpose vehicle is adopted by the General Congress, that political party will be required to go to a convention. At that convention, the Tonse Alliance 2026 presidential candidate will be elected as the party president of that political party, unopposed. And then we are going to proceed to make sure that we change office bearers according to the outcome of the convention for that special purpose vehicle. And then from there, we shall be ready now to head into the 2026 general elections. I must emphasize that these activities that we are undertaking as Tonse Alliance, these were the activities that the late former chairman of the Tonse Alliance approved and wanted to be implemented ASAP. Even when he was in South Africa, undertaking his treatment, he wanted these activities to be implemented. Unfortunately, these activities were not implemented. I wouldn't want to dwell into why these activities were not implemented, but what matters now is that going forward, the Tonse Alliance is going to move with speed and purpose. That much, countrymen and women, we can assure you. Going forward, the Tonse Alliance will move with speed and purpose. I thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for tuning in to JQ News. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for the latest updates on tech, politics, and everything in between. Until next time, stay cool.